Yeah, shalom, shalom. Right. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash, the wellness to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Achaean preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth. My name is Brother Yakal from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp in Trinidad. And the name of this video is going to be Show Diligence with Your Works. Right? So this is mainly for the Achaeans, in other words, right? Because, right, the Lord say, the scriptures say, the Lord coming back to deal with us putting into our works. So we have to know how to show diligence in our works, right? And the first, I'll just get right into it one time because we know we in the last year, this is the last days, and we had to push this shit now more than ever, right? So the first scripture I'll go into is the book of Luke, chapter 12, starting with verse 47. Right? And it say, and that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. Right? And we are the servants of the Lord. So if we know the Lord's will and we don't do according to what the Lord say, right, we shall be beaten with many stripes. And that many stripes going into a lot of things. You understand? It have farming, it have nuclear destruction, it have chariots, right? But that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. Because it actually have a scripture saying, for I knew you, that's why I call you my friends, right? The Lord actually called us his friend because we know what is the Lord's will. We know our master. We know what he's doing. So the Lord actually called us friends, right? And that's in John. Let me get that one time. Right. No version. Right. There's the book of John, chapter 15. And I'll start from 14. Right, so I can. It say, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Right, it say, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth. Right, yeah, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Right, so the Lord actually made known unto us all the things that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? So that we could know, we could be closer to the Lord and the things that we have to do. And what is some things that we have to do? Let me just name some. You understand? We have to be diligent in doing our work. You understand? We have to be always calling upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, abiding in the truth. You understand? Using wisdom to know what is good or right, what to know what is bad or good. You understand? To actually put a line between them, because we are the children of the light. So we have to actually be portraying things of the light. Right, we actually have to do things of the light. We have to separate ourselves from the other nation, separate ourselves from, 2/3 like Negroes, because we're not sure exactly all who's the 2/3, right? And do according to the will of the Lord. You understand? And for men of the Lord, we have to actually show more work now than more than ever. Right? So with that now, I can go into I'm gonna read 15. Yeah. I read 15 already. Alright. I'm going to jump into Ecclesiasticus. So like, yeah, I'm going to jump to Ecclesiasticus. There's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and 23. Right, it say, there is a wickedness and the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting in wisdom. Right, that one thing just represent lacking. There is a fool lacking in wisdom. Right, he that had small understanding and feared Yahweh is better than one that had much wisdom and transgressed the law of the Most High. We got next precept here quick. Um, Second Peter. Yeah. This is the book of Second Peter, right? Chapter 1, and I'll start from 5. It say, and beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, right? And what is virtue? Virtue is strength. Virtue is actual strength, you know. And that way you had to add to yourself, because it say, and beside this, giving all diligence, because we have to give all diligence to do the work of the Most High. And what is being diligent in the whole? Being diligent on our whole is actually being constant, constantly making videos. If you know, we in the end now, we had to make more videos. That's just it. You understand? Yeah, showing up for camp is actually diligent, not missing out on banging, going out in the street to preach. You can't miss a day. You understand? You can't, if the apostles them say 3 videos a week, it's 3 videos a week. If it's a video a day, it's so it is. Right? Because now we closer to the end. Well, the scripture say our salvation is near. You understand? So now is the salvation nearer than we believe, nearer than we think. Right? So we have to keep pushing. And we have to constantly be pushing, because you know we have fruits, we have people to teach. You understand? We have people looking at us, so we have to be pushing. Right? That the most thing we have to do right now. Let's dwell in the Most High and focus on the thing that we have to do. Right? That why I'd say, and beside this, all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge. Because what is virtue? Strength. Right? Virtue is actually strength. Right? And you add into yourself strength, and you added knowledge. You understand? Because knowledge is power. Right? Knowledge is power. So when you add to yourself all these things, now you'll be diligent in the Most High. And how you doing this thing? By studying. Studying is being diligent at the same time. You studying is actually you being diligent, constantly dwelling in the scriptures, because you was already called in. So with that calling, you had to do something with that calling now. You understand? And you can't be slothful as the scriptures say. You had to be on your toes, constantly trying to do something for the Lord. Don't feel like you get comfortable and feel like you do enough. You didn't do enough, because the Lord didn't reach yet. So we had to do as much as we could do for the Lord. And that goes for women too. Women had to do as much as they could do for the Lord, which is what they were said to do. Look at the scriptures. Let your husband read the scriptures. If you're a woman who do have a husband, wherever you're learning from, look at the scriptures, you understand, and focus and study what it is you have to do. What's your position now? You understand? As a woman of the Lord, because it is men at true the man of the Lord, you become a woman of the Lord. And that is if you endure to the end with your man as well. Right? Right? And I just did it on that scripture here. Right? We have scripture in the book of Psalms 16. Yeah, there's the book of Psalms chapter 16 and verse 8. Right? It say, I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Right? And what is you setting the Lord before you? Always dwelling in him. You know, putting him first. You understand? Before everything, before work, before everything, you put in the Lord first. Like what the scripture says, read it again, because it's a beautiful precept. I have set the Lord always before me. Always put the Lord in everything you do. You understand? because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. You are not being moved if you constantly dwell in the Lord. You can't be moved. Right? All you could know to do is be dwelling in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and doing what the Lord actually tell you to do. Prophesy. Right? That is what a man had to do. Prophesy unto the nation. Constantly doing your videos. Focus on, precepts, because without studying and being diligent, you wouldn't even know certain things. Right? Looking up at other brothers' videos as well. Right? Because looking up at other brothers' videos, you can actually learn a lot. Not just, but looking at brothers' videos and all too. Something you don't understand, you ask a brother, you find out what's the correct breakdown for this, find out what's the correct breakdown for that. Right? Right, so let us have a quick precept I want to get in Psalms. I'm going to get the next precept here in the book of Hebrews. Right. Yeah, this is the book of Hebrews. 6. The book of Hebrews chapter 6, and I'll start from 10. Right? For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. So, you being diligent, right? I did breaking it down piece by piece. The Lord is not unrighteous. So he will not forget your work and your labor that you're putting forth in the ministry, which is actually you being diligent and all the things that you're doing for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? He not unrighteous to forget all this stuff, because all this stuff is actually what he commanded it to do, and he will not forget. While you doing everything for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the angel is actually recording everything you're doing, right? Because as the scriptures say, the angels encamp it around them that fear him, right? Alright. Next precept. I'm gonna keep reading. Right? And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So that diligence is not for you to hold for a month or hold for 2 months. That diligence is you to continually continually be abiding in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Consciously knowing, being circumspect until the end, right? You are to be diligent until the end. You are to be diligent until the Lord come. You are to keep pushing this word until the Lord come, right? Straight down to the end, till the earth rock, till farming, through everything. You are to be diligent. You understand? And circumspect at the same time, because diligence goes with being circumspect at the same time, right? Let me keep reading. Right, you see, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, right? And then it's verse 12, it say that ye be not slothful. What is being slothful? Being slothful is being laid back. You make one video today, next week you make a next video. You say, well, I could do that, and I could just forget banging today. I'll bang next week, and I'll go to the street and preach next week. But I know how it work. Full. If brothers say we had a bang twice for the week, it's twice for the week we had to go out there. Twice for the week we had to go out on our battlefield and fight it. You understand? Like, I know some brothers have work, but you gotta remember what the scriptures say in Psalms. I said the Lord before me. You always had to put the Lord first. Right? You had to put the Lord first and always be dwelling in him. Don't ever try to stray from that mindset. Always have that mindset. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai first before everything. Right? Verse 12 say, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise. Right? And that is the other scripture. I'm going to go back to Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach. Alright, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 23 and verse 19. Right, it say, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Right, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. Right, so for a man who not diligent, right, you not conscious of the Lord's eyes being 10,000 times brighter than the sun, meaning he always seeing, he's seeing everything that going around, so you can't hide. You understand? You can't do nothing that you can hide from the truth. The Lord's eyes always gonna be on you, he always watching you. You understand? So when you feel you're not seeing, he's seeing every little thing you do, the Lord seeing every little thing the angels are recording. Right? So you have to be diligent. Because if you're not diligent, the Lord recording you. While you're not being diligent, just remember that. If you're saying the truth and you're not diligent, then you actually be trying to be lukewarm. You have to be fiery. That's how we have to be in the truth, fiery or nothing. Right? Fiery or nothing. Right? So we have to keep pushing more and more now that we're coming down to the end, and we seeing that we in the end, we witnessing it. You understand? They're about to hit us the so-called cure. They're about to do all kind of sorts of things with us. We had to be more circumspect and more diligent now than ever, because sometimes I just feel within myself, if it is the more we prophesy, the more we call upon Yahweh Shai, and the more we do more videos and spread the word faster, is the faster the Lord come and the faster we out of here. You understand? I just have a feeling, I just get, and I just feel it in my gut that the more we do something, the more we do for the Lord, the more we come out of here. Because the more we be slothful, the longer the Lord take to come out. That's how I just feel, right? Yeah, and the Lord, that is the scripture. The Lord watching everything, and the Lord observing everyone, so you can't actually hide. You can't do nothing. You understand? We got a precept here. Yeah, we got a precept in Wisdom of Solomon. Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 7. It say, and if a man love righteousness, right, her labors are virtues, right, for she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. So if you love righteousness, right, you will do all these things that on the list here. You understand? First and foremost, you will labor for the Most High. You understand? Labor continually. You will labor in the truth. You understand? And our brothers and the apostles, them actually be laboring continually. Sometimes the apostle post up 3-4 videos for the day and go out in the street and preach. You understand? So we ought to be, as the elders on them, we ought to be, even if you could do more work, you do more work. You understand? We ought to be real diligent in this time coming here, because this time coming here is not nice times. You understand? You need to go and get worse and worse out here. Right? So hopefully this video is edifying. I want to say Kalalayam la alahaya na wa Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Akakodash. I want to say double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Aki and preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth. You understand? To the 1 or 2 Aquats. I say Shalom.